everything goes through warehousing. Every consumer good that you and I touch makes its way through a warehouse or distribution facility at some point, and that type of real estate cannot be outsourced away. So for example, if we have a housing downturn, we see people move in with friends, kids move in with their parents, office workers can telecommute to save on office rents. Retail, we're in the middle of watching what retail does, and vacating some larger spaces, but really there is little or no substitute for industrial property. And so in talking about the love affair with industrial real estate, we have to talk about e-commerce a little bit. It's not earth-shattering information at all when someone says that e-commerce has been a big economic factor in the overwhelming success in the industrial sector lately. This is from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and you can see the quarterly growth in e-commerce sales from 2010 through fourth quarter 2019, and you'll notice that it has gone in only one direction. E-commerce sales were over $600 billion in 2019, which is almost 15% of an increase year over year. It's also projected to increase by almost 15% in percentage that it accounts for of retail sales moving forward in the next 3 to 4 years. So this is moving beyond Amazon. This is moving beyond Walmart. This is your social media. This is your influencer market. This is third-party logistics contributing to this incredible growth in this industry. Okay, so moving forward, a lot of this e-commerce model depends on the national distribution, supply chain logistics, and what's interesting about these maps is you'll notice pre-2007, the turnaround time for same-day or one-day delivery versus 10 years later. And this is even a couple years older, so the Northwest is likely in the dark blue quadrant as well, with Montana probably moving into the light blue. There's probably still a few areas that are in the gray. 3+ day deliveries. But with shipping costs, with the bigger metro markets making up close to 28% of the cost to get your goods to you, there's a new trend coming out called last mile logistics that I think Montana is really poised to benefit from. And that's basically anywhere between a few blocks to 100 miles away. And it's how they get that last part of the shipment to you. And what those groups are looking to do is move from the bigger metro markets and absorb existing industrial space or old retail space. And an abandoned retail space a lot of times has good loading capability, and so they tend to avoid build-to-suit projects. They don't want to make that long-term of a commitment, and the rents for build-to-suit projects usually don't tie into the cost-effective model that they're after. So we see a lot of these bigger companies moving into our market probably in the next couple of years trying to absorb some more industrial space. So besides e-commerce, besides all that, who else are the emerging users among industrial product? Third-party logistics, like I mentioned, these are the groups that do order fulfillment, packaging, shipping, handle returns, store your goods, handle all of it for you. They are actually the largest absorber of industrial space in the last couple of years. Manufacturing is still in good shape, so that's going to remain at the top of the list. The food and beverage industry is changing dynamically with grocery delivery on demand shifting, pre-prepared meal delivery companies kind of emerging like HelloFresh, things like that, is creating a really high demand for cold storage, which cold storage in the past has been really considered high risk, niche real estate. Now you see a lot more developers putting together projects that have cold storage capability or speccing even a little bit of cold storage space out. Tech and telecommunications companies, these are even your 3D manufacturing, 3D printer manufacturing, 3D printing companies. They're absorbing a lot of space. Telecommunications, cell phone tower installation companies, they've got a lot of equipment, and they're absorbing quite a bit of space as well. And love it or hate it, cannabis is probably not going anywhere anytime soon. And as more and more states approve recreational use, you're going to see a lot of cannabis users looking for industrial product to run their grow operations out of.